do the surf out of her skin, be on the best waves, make a good choice in regards to what wave you're taking, because we saw in that past heat, wave number 2, been the kind of the vibe. That's the one that's been nice and clean and easier to surf.
Well, Sage is going to get the quick start here, so straight into it. 35-minute quarterfinal heats for the women. Erickson laying down some big, deep tracks in her first heat against Coco Ho today. And she's going to start strong here against the most dominant surfer at Margaret River on the Women's Championship Tour. Courtney owns this place.
So this is a big heat. And Sage, if she wants to start talking about being in that top 5, and all of a sudden we can start really looking at her as an opportunity to win a title, as we watch 2 nice carves. You know, good wave choice, being that was kind of the first wave of the set. Her final move, very strong. Watch it again here. I mean, this is a medium-sized set wave. You know, nice carve to start it. Nothing super dynamic there. Again, rebounds with the whitewater here. This is the strongest turn. Really lays into it. And, you know, I guess there was a little loss of control at the end, but...
yeah, so this gave me a really good opportunity to open up, and yeah, Jeremy's an incredible competitor. To be honest, I think by John's performance yesterday, I think he's been my favourite surfer of the last 2 events. Definitely at Snapper and over here, he's been laying into his turns, really pushing hard. So, you know, I knew it was going to be a tough heat, and yeah, commiserations to him, and yeah, I look forward to see what he's got next.
And knowing he's in such good form and really feeling it, how does that affect your game plan?
To be honest, I've just got to try and do my best surfing.
Here we go. This is the replay of Courtney's opening ride, or second ride, I should say.
Bigger set wave, although the water hadn't really truly cleaned up yet, so a little harder to surf. Just finding a rhythm, which she has done all the way to the inside. She's going to complete this ride on a bigger wave. Smart. On the first wave of the set was Sage. This is probably going to be her best ride. Very similar arc on the first turn. Good one on the second. Not as strong on the third, but she gets the float combo on the end, and she'll get another fair score, most likely, but I think Courtney's going to get the better of the exchange.
Sage has priority. So an opportunity here to dig in a little harder. Driving off the bottom into this first section. Held some speed in her approach through that first move. Released plenty of water. This wave just getting away from her a little bit. Here goes Courtney now. Just slicing through all those bumps so beautifully to kick this ride off. Placing her turns, choosing them wisely. Not the kind of wave that has you jumping out of your chair, Pete, but pretty solid effort. Courtney just waiting to find out if this ride is going to get her into the lead. What are your thoughts watching the replay, Pete?
I really like that first turn. I would have liked to see her be able to get that opportunity to glide up over the top of that and then have the finish.
Sage sees something she likes in this ride. Drives off the bottom into this first section and just gets knocked by that whitewater. So maybe some nerves coming into the play there. She wasn't chasing a big number, just a 5.87.
It tends to make you drift. So she gets into this one. Nice first section here. She starts the turn and then flattens out, like goes and whips it into the foam. And then everything kind of goes haywire at that point. You know, you got to set the edge. And we've seen, you know, too, is the forecast is actually for the wind to back off. It's supposed to get pretty darn strong.
Here we go. Erickson up at the moment and chasing the lead here. She stomps that float. It feels pretty good. Courtney's desperation in trying to get the lead back. She's done that, and now she can afford to wait for some bigger waves. She's got one here. A solid first turn to get started. And she almost hangs on to that one, but the fins just disengaged, Pete. She went down.
And it's 20 seconds. You look outside. She probably has one opportunity, if she even gets one.
6 previous heats between these two. Sage has only managed one win head-to-head over Courtney, and that was some years back now. Sage just cleaned it up, didn't she? She had an opportunity to lock in maybe the best number of the heat on her first wave, but she didn't finish it off. But she made damn sure on her next scoring rides that she got the completion at the end of her rides. Personally, I just felt that she was always vulnerable because we know how strong Courtney is, but that was probably the least confident we've seen Courtney in a long time.
and it's this is the replay. You know, and this is a medium-sized set wave. Nice snap, but this wave stood up for her all the way through. 2 beautiful sections, and came in strong enough.